Hello, how are you? And happy new year. This is my first broadcast of 2019. That's exciting and a little weird. I don't know about you, but have you had to write 19 down on anything yet? I did it. So far, so good. But we'll see. If I can make it through the month without any errors, I know that I've fully embraced the new year. So how are you? How was your new year? I am Daphne Smith, and I'm excited to be with you today. And if you're a returning viewer, you know I'm pretty much always excited. And if you're a new viewer, you'll find that I am pretty much always excited. And hi, Cynthia. Happy New Year to you. So glad you were able to join us today. And look forward to you engaging and sharing with us. I'm giving a couple people a little bit of time to hop on. But while I do that, I want to kind of back up to just a couple days ago, right? Just turn the calendar, turn the page to a brand new year. We have 365 clean slates, if you will. I guess now we're down to 363. But anyway, I'm curious about some of your New Year's traditions. So one of the things I like to do every year is I work out on December 31st. And then I work out on January 1st. That way in my mind, I know every year I've worked out at least once. Hopefully, plan on doing a lot more than that. But I just think it's a great way to wrap up the year, and it's a great way to start the year. I'm so thankful that I have a body that functions the way that it does. And so it's also a little bit of gratitude for me. But I would love to see in your comments, hey, Brenda, darling, how are you? And Cynthia, boom, it's a party. Or I guess it's a reunion a little bit. Talking about some New Year's traditions before I reveal the big secret or the big key that I have learned literally from thousands of people and the mistake that they have in common. So while we're doing that, I'm asking people what some of their New Year's traditions are. And I shared about my little workout habit, the 31st and on the 1st. And then my mom, I'm from the South, so my mom eats black eyed peas on, I guess it's New Year's Day, or sometimes it's New Year's Eve. I don't know which one. Does it really matter? Maybe it does. If you know, type it in the comments so I can learn. My bonus mom, she added greens, and evidently, I think black eyed peas are for good luck and greens is for money. I'm not sure. I don't know about these things. But if you do, share your New Year's traditions with me. Would love to learn more. And if you know the whole thing about the peas and the greens, type that in there too. Hey, April, great to have you, girl. Your new profile pic, looking sharp. Yes, it is. And, any other New Year's traditions that you have, would love to hear about them before I launch into today's topic. I will share one tradition that was new to me. I have a really close friend, and she sent it was a Snapchat to me on New Year's Eve. She had gone out on her front porch, and her whole family, I guess, did this. They just threw coins all in their front porch. They had them laying out there. And I never got an explanation as to why they were putting their money out there. Now, if they were throwing bills, I'd have been over in a flash. But, we all have our New Year's traditions. We all have our rituals, if you will, the things we like to do to break in a new year. And I'd love to learn some more about what yours are. With that, let's just dive in. I'm super excited to share something I've learned with you that really could make a difference, a pivotal difference in your 2019. So today's topic, the official title is A Mistake Over 1,000 People Have in Common. Now, I am certain that way more than 1,000 people have this mistake in common. And I know that because I am only referring to the people I have personally spoken with or met during the last 3 years. And I have learned again and again that they have made this one common mistake, and I want to make sure you don't make it or you don't make it again. Because honestly, probably already have, but with a new awareness comes responsibility and a new opportunity. So what is the one thing that all of these people, the mistake that they made? Well, it starts with their dream. Now, having a dream is not a mistake. Having a dream is a great thing to keep you going, to bless others with, to give you a reason to get up every morning. Where each one of these people made the mistake was they had a dream and they gave up on it. They had a goal. They wanted to achieve something and they quit. They weren't willing to get uncomfortable, because in order for us to achieve our dreams, we have to get uncomfortable. We have to get new belief systems. Maybe we need to get rid of some limiting self-beliefs. Maybe we have to address the fear of the unknown. Maybe the doubts of others that have influenced our choices up until now are things that we need to deal with. And now that we've identified what their mistake is, giving up on their dream, doubting themselves, I want to tell you what to do so that you don't fall prey to that mistake, possibly for the first time or again in the future. If you want to know what the answer is, type different into the comment. If you're willing to do something different, type different into the comments, and I'm going to know that you're going to really benefit from today's video. So I love Brenda's comment. Ruh-roh. Dun, dun, dun. Here it comes. Are you ready? What is the key to not making this mistake ever again? The key is to honor yourself and the promises you make to yourself. Let me unpack that just a little bit, because honestly, it's pretty deep, okay? When we have a dream and we decide to go for it, we want to make that dream happen. We have to make some promises to ourselves. When we break those promises, that's when we lose. Straight up, I'm going to call it like it is. That's when we lose. We lose sight of our dream. We lose confidence in ourselves. We lose out on opportunities. But as long as we keep the promises to ourselves that we have made, our dreams are going to happen. It doesn't matter if it's going to bed at a certain time, waking up at a new time each morning, giving up sugar, giving up alcohol, start exercising, write a book, go back to school, open up your own business. Whatever your dream is, you're going to have to make some promises to yourself. You're going to have to do some things differently than you've done up until now, because this is a new opportunity for you. And for those of you who have watched me for a little while, and maybe you can relate to this on your own personal level, I like to have a little control, okay? A little bit. Having control is not always a bad thing. And one thing I cannot control is what other people do. If somebody else breaks a promise to me, I can't control that. I can control keeping the promises I make to myself. So that is the mistake that I know thousands of people have made, maybe even you in the past. But starting today, things can be different. You can keep the promises that you make to yourself. When you make a promise, you stick to it. I don't care if it's uncomfortable. I don't care if it's inconvenient. But if you want to make that dream come true, that is what you have to do. It's not negotiable. Now, along the way, you might learn to start making a little bit different promises to yourself. In other words, I'll use exercise because it's so easy to use that as an example, and so many people can relate to it. I'm going to exercise every day of the week. Now, y'all, legit, come on. 7 days, that's perfection. And I got news. Love you. You're not perfect. No one on this planet is perfect. There was only ever one perfect person. Someday he's coming back, thank goodness. But for right now, you're not perfect. So to commit to exercise every single day, that's a promise that's really, really hard to keep, unless, like, I'm going to exercise every day this week. That might be something that you can accomplish, but how about I'm going to exercise most days of the week? So girl, as long as you got 4 or more, You did it. You kept your promise. I'm going to go to bed before 10 o'clock every single night. That's a promise you can keep. So make sure that the promises you make are promises that you can keep, not only for others, most importantly, to yourself. April says here, self-love. Think differently, do differently, get differently. It's a better life. Girl, you need to do something with that. Love it. If you haven't blogged about that, April, there's your challenge. Make a blog about that, okay? So anyway, whatever you dream of accomplishing, it will come true when you keep your promises to yourself. And today, like every other time I've gone on video, I want to give a special shout out, a gratitude and a bit of thanks to someone. And actually it's kind of a couple of someones. So I have a very dear friend in Colorado named Rebecca Tessone. It's Italian. How did I do? Rebecca introduced me to an organization called Rev Wellness. This is a video exercise program, I guess is the best way to put it. And I can watch videos online. What makes this organization unique is that all of the music is set to contemporary Christian songs or positive, uplifting songs. They have strength training, they have cardio, they have yoga. Everything fills our spirit when we exercise on that format or that platform. So I want to thank Rebecca for introducing me to Rev Wellness. In fact, I'm going to put a link here, yes, to Rev Wellness. Check it out. It's like, y'all, it's donations actually is what it is. So you could watch a lot of the videos and never pay a dime. But for me, you know, a little $10 a month donation, I'd give that to Planet Fitness and I don't even know those people. But this is great when you travel, or like today we were supposed to have a big old snowstorm. Wasn't sure I was going to get out. So last night I made up my mind. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to hop onto Rev Wellness. And the message that came with my workout today regarding transformation was spot on. So Rebecca, my friend, thank you so much for introducing me to Rev Wellness. And I would like to remind you to, hey, how about setting a reminder to join me each week? I would love for our community to grow and to have more interaction so that we can learn from one another. So I kind of challenge you, like I did April, set a reminder on your phone to join me every Thursday, 11:45 Central. That way when you travel in different time zones, it'll still work out because your clock will autocorrect. And I'd ask a simple favor of you as well. If you know someone who would benefit from this video, if you know someone who maybe beats themselves up because they're not where they are when it comes to achieving their dreams, maybe they need to better understand how important it is to keep the promises they make to themselves, share this video with them. You never know how they may be blessed. I want to thank each and every one of you for hopping on today, for chiming in. Love my little reunion with some girlfriends. This was awesome. Have a blessed rest of your day. And until next time, remember, you can live a well-done life daily by keeping the promises you make to yourself. Bye for now.